Hey Swavey family, welcome to episode 4 of our Swavey podcast. My name is Marlena.
I'm Jeezz.
And today we have my dad, Matt Harris, as our special guest. So today we're going to be talking about his nonprofit program that he has, a little bit of that backstory, and then we're going to be talking about some things that we have coming up within the next couple weeks. So, to kick it off again, my dad, Mr. Matt Harris, he's going to tell us about his program, and we'll go from there.
Let's go.
Okay, what you want to know? Give me some, what you got?
So what is your nonprofit?
So my nonprofit is called All About Character Incorporated. The name of the program is called Character Be About It. I'm a retired Pennsylvania State Trooper. I worked 20 years with the state police, and I came up with this program probably in my 18th year. And several educators approached me regarding youth and respect and lack thereof. And so character traits, character education being taught in the school versus at home. And they said, they suggested that I put active law enforcement in the schools, working with K through 8 youth. The traits that we discuss or talk about are self-regulation, kindness, fairness, hope, bravery, curiosity, integrity, grit, zest, social intelligence. These traits are scientifically studied and researched, and so they feel that if active law enforcement are in the classroom working with youth, that there could be a change in behaviors for the good.
How long you guys been doing this for? Like how long has that? When you originally started, how long ago was that?
So I started the process in 2013. The program actually got up and running in 2014, the year I retired. We started off with one school, and we've gone up to as many as 16 schools in 1 year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So what have you noticed difference-wise since the program's been up and running within the kids that are participating in the program? Like, what are, yourself and the other troopers that are in the schools, what's the main difference that you guys have noticed?
Behaviors. We've seen the students that have been, I've included a third-party research evaluation arm from Penn State. Penn State evaluates my program. And they've determined that students that receive my program have a better perception with law enforcement. They have reduced discipline referrals in schools. They have less aggression towards their classmates.
Are you guys getting into like as early as like middle school or
K through 8? We go elementary and middle school.
Okay. So
those are some of the behaviors and some of the important things that I've seen and the officers have seen in the program, and that's why it's working. And we want to continue to.
So the earlier you get in, the earlier the impact.
The impact is important and sustained. We want to sustain it long term.
Especially since I remember when you were first putting the program together and everything before it had launched, just with everything that was happening in the world, with kids and just the impact that it had, but also with you being a trooper. I know you've told me before how many, scenes that you've had to go to where kids are disrespectful, or, they see you in that, I'm just, here to handle your parents or, arrest your parents or whatever. So now these kids have that opportunity to see law enforcement in a different light than, what they're used to.
Absolutely. That's a big part of it. We want to change that perception. Like I said, we have a job to do. And when you see this, you go into homes and domestics and unfortunate situations, and you have to effect an arrest of a mom, a dad, or caretaker, and the kids are behind, and you got to call children's services over and over and over again. It's a sad, unfortunate situation. So a program like this helps prevent that, helps gives the youth another tool that they can build a stronger foundation as they get older.
Yeah, because they definitely don't got that back where I'm from. Ain't nobody coming into the schools really, trying to impact it. Especially where I'm from, they took down all that basketball courts. They took down, isn't really too much going on. So and then a lot of their fathers and people aren't around. So
Right.
I feel like people coming into the schools at definitely at an early age is the impact is definitely needed.
Absolutely, totally agree. We need to continue it, and the goal is to sustain it long term. We don't want this to be in. There's enough funding out there to sustain this long term instead of just doing it for 1 year, 2 years. These kids need to see this over and over and over again because, like you said, unfortunately, a lot of homes aren't doing these type of educating tools. Unfortunately, like when we got educated growing up by our moms and dads, and so you have to have these other tools and partners come in and work with the schools.
Are you guys just in Erie?
Currently, we're in Erie. We are looking to, and I've been this summer, we did a lot of traveling into other parts of the country. There's been interest in the program in Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Miami, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, and over in Ashtabula, Ohio.
So you guys are kind of a little bit all over.
Yeah, so we're trying to move and expand, and people like the program and like the uniqueness of it.
So what's like the long-term goal that you guys have?
Long-term goal is just basically continuing to scale and affect as many youth as possible to keep them out of the juvenile justice system. Prevention is the basis of the program. We don't want to wait till youth offend and get in trouble. We feel that a program like this, we know a program like this works and can keep youth out of the system. And so that's the emphasis of the of all the locations we go. There's not enough prevention going on, and so the goal is to reach as many students with prevention-based program.
You heard them, guys.
Character be about it.
100, let's do it. All over the country.
Side note, troopers teaching students. I came up with that.
Okay.
Let's not forget it.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I would have it.
CC, Marlena. But that concludes it. So again, I've known about this. I've been a part of this, and seeing the results and seeing the progress of it, and just how well it can affect the community and the kids. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about the kids,
Yep.
making sure that each child has an opportunity to learn and grow from their environment that they were born and raised in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big things are coming.
Absolutely. Appreciate the
So-
shout out. Thank you guys for all your encouragement.
Of
and
course.
Of course.
let's continue to help Swavey grow and make that money and grow the products. Let's
Yo,
get
so family, so look, we got these customized hats coming. Obviously, we're still continuing with the Swavey jean jackets. We got a couple of jackets that we're kind of like working with. And so we basically got a lot of stuff coming and going. So stay tapped in, be tapped in for all the new.
The beanies that we had last year, those will be dropping the first week of November. We will bring back the black and gold beanies, but we're also going to be bringing you
More colors.
gray and maroon as well. That will have Swavey on the top, so make sure you stay tuned in for that. We will be back next week for episode 5 of our podcast, talking about Halloween and a couple other different things that we have going on. So stay tapped in, stay Swavey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, shop swaveycb.com, and have a Swavey day.
Let's go!
Swavey, character be about it. Deuces.